It's finally arrived. Let's get this thing unboxed. Hey everyone, Mark from the Spark here. Yes, finally arrived, the Kindle Colorsoft. Colourful Kindles for everyone from now on in. Okay, without any further ado, let's unbox it. So I ordered the Kindle Colorsoft 32GB edition, which should be absolutely plenty. I don't download kind of any Audible books or anything onto my Kindle Paperwhite, which I have here, and I've got the same gigabyte and I've got loads left on there, so nothing to worry about. And it is the metallic black that I went for. Okay. Oh, so Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition. Okay. Is there another version of it? There we are. Kindle Colorsoft edition is waterproof, IPX rated up to 2 meters, that's 60 minutes submersion, and it's wireless charging as well, auto adjusting front light, colourful highlights. Well, we'll get into that as well. Let's see whether this comes with a charger in the box. Oh, look at that. I'm just so excited about tech, but I'm just very excited about this. I love my Kindle. I always have loved my Kindle. And I know there have been other colour e-ink readers out there for quite a while, but the Kindles have just been my thing for so long. And so I'm really appreciate the fact that there's a colour version of it out already. Before we get into that, let's just see what else is in the box here. So just a very simple instruction book here. All right, no, this just tells you Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition supports wired and wireless charging, and I do have a wireless charger. This is the instructions, is it, or is this just kind of warranty stuff? Just warranty and safety stuff. Okay, nothing that you ever read, and no charger in the box. But what we do have is a USB-A to USB-C. Why not USB-C to USB-C? I'm not going to be using this cable. I'll be using my USB-C to USB-C, or indeed actually I'll probably just be using my wireless charger. Is this, please in the comments answer the question if you can. Why do manufacturers still produce USB-A to USB-C connectors? I'd love to know why. I don't think there's anything else in the box. Okay, so I've got that to do a comparison, so I will put that to one side for the moment. Well, I do love that. Yeah, of course it looks exceedingly similar. And I was correct. I'm correct in that I made a video when this thing was announced and I suggested that the corners seemed a bit more rounded. And I think they are. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think they are a little bit more rounded. All right, okay. Yeah, lovely metallic. Shiny metallicness going on there, a little more shiny than this here. Both same materials, kind of both plastic, I would imagine. Power button annoyingly on the bottom still. Yep, power button annoyingly on the bottom still. I say that because when I'm reading this, I tend to prop it up with my little finger there, and I can switch this off, and that's quite annoying. Okay, let's spark this up for the first time. I can just see the colour on that there. So a few more clouds in the sky. Colourful clouds in the sky. Ah, right, okay, so here we are. We are English, last time I checked. We are in the United Kingdom. Most Kindles that you get from Amazon directly and you're buying them new, there tends to be an option where you can kind of register it on your account automatically, so that when you do get it, it should already be there ready to rock and roll. Okay, so you'll need to connect to the internet and sign into your Amazon account, set up on this Kindle or set up with your phone. So let's set up on this Kindle. Okay, we'll connect to the network. Next. And yeah, I will need to sign in. Okay, audio knows it's me. So all I need to do is put my Amazon account password in here. And I have two-factor authentication enabled on my account. I recommend that you all do the same just for extra security. Okay, we'll download and install an update. Well, of course there's an update. There always is an update when you buy new stuff. Now it says this may take 15 minutes depending on my internet connection. Well, my internet connection is quite fast, so I don't think this is going to be a problem, and I think that update will be pretty quick to install. And yeah, my device is already restarting. While that's doing that, just to comment again, I do, just the size and the shape of this thing is very easy to hold, and it's light and it's lovely. Installing update, and I've just been really pleased with my Kindle Paperwhite, I guess, because the previous Kindle I had was a Kindle Oasis. I do miss those physical buttons every now and again, and I know that for a lot of you out there that kind of like Kindles and things, you do, a number of you have made comments about how much you like the buttons on your Kindle Oasis, and it's a shame that that thing has now gone away and essentially replaced with this and the other Kindle Paperwhite variants and what have you. Okay, update successful, device is now restarting. What I'm curious to see, particularly, and this will be really good to kind of look at how good the colour is on this thing, is see whether I can access my Comixology account. I created a Comixology account years ago before Amazon bought Comixology and then integrated it in with their Kindle stuff. So I've got loads of comics on there that I once purchased, but you can't view them on a device like this, a Kindle device. It does say that specifically on the Amazon website. You can view those comics on your Kindle app, you know, on your smartphone or your tablet, but you can't view them on a normal Kindle device. This is a colour device, and surely it's made for comics and things like that. So I'd imagine the option to see that is going to arrive. Okay, don't need to make this Kindle child friendly. I can tell immediately it's more responsive as well. There's a faster chipset in there and what have you. They're going to try and sell me Kindle Unlimited. I don't want to. I'm all good with what I've got. And then it's going to update all my stuff. Let's go here. So it's just telling me how to navigate things. So I'll just go through all this. Nothing new, nothing different from the Kindle Paperwhite here in terms of settings. All right, it is lovely. Let's compare this. Okay. Let's compare it to this here. Let's go to home, so they look both the same. And let's turn the brightness all the way on both of them. And oh, I suppose I better turn the warmth down as well, so they're looking the same. From your library, there we go. So from your library. It is lovely to see the colour book covers. I like that. Let's go. Okay, so if we'll go to the library, that's what I was talking about in terms of the comics. And I'll show you this. Book sharing is enabled. I know that. Okay. I share the Kindle library with my wife. Okay, so if we go into here, we don't get the option of any different types of books other than books, samples, documents, Audible, and comic strips, and New Sand is faded out. Let's go into here. Comic strips is also faded out. So you can't look at comics on here. So I have one book, one comic to look at. I thought that would just have, I've got loads. But okay, all right. Maybe I can figure out another way. It says on here, a subscription to Kindle Unlimited or Comixology Unlimited unlocks access to thousands of comics on Kindle devices. And it also offers their Comixology guided view, which means you can go into like the frames and then pull out the frames, and it makes it a bit more dramatic. But I've got loads of comics that I bought from Comixology that I thought I'd be able to access on here. I kind of expected the, well, I think that's clearly still downloading for some reason. We'll wait for that to catch up. I think the colour is lovely. I wish there was a guided view. I wish they do the guided view. There you go. So you can tap into it. What happens if I view it that way? No. Okay, just showing you this just to give you some idea of the colour. Keep looking to this, and it keeps telling me it's, oh, here we go, it's opening. There we go. So black and white versus colour. Well, obviously that just adds an extra dimension to it, doesn't it? There we are. Hopefully this gives you a good view of it. All right, okay, we'll just put that to one side for the time being. All right, I'm happy with the colour. I'm a little bit unhappy that I can't access my whole library that I've got on here. I keep going. This is one of the comics that I'm one of the books that I'm reading. I like having the colour. Let's open up the book. To turn, swipe, anyway, yeah, we know all that. Yeah. Okay, let's go to that front cover. Okay, it's because I switched on, it's telling me all sorts. Okay, I want to go to the front cover and see it in all its glory. Because I've read it. There we go. B.B. Larson. If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll have stumbled across him. I think that looks absolutely terrific. And again, let's compare it to the black and white version. This thing seems a little bit quicker to download stuff. I could be imagining that, maybe it isn't. And maybe this is a bit slower to open them, not sure. Okay, maybe it's still downloading. It seems a bit slower to do stuff. What's it doing now? I feel like my Kindle Paperwhite has crashed. What's it doing? Okay, bit strange that has crashed as I've bought my new one. That's never done this weird stuff before. This has been reliable Kindle since day one, and now we've gone very peculiar. All right, we'll keep on looking at this. So I like that. I'm going to bring it close to the camera just so we can see the colours better. I think that's terrific. Okay, and we'll go into this book and we'll check out some of the new ways of highlighting stuff. So previously you would highlight it and you've got that, and it would just be grey. In the other one, it's shades of grey. It would just be grey. But here we have the option of different colours. So the standard default seems to be yellow. And then we have pink. There we are. You can tap it again. We should get that option. Pink, blue. If you're reading other books other than kind of fiction books, then being able to highlight your notes and things that you make in, to be able to highlight text in different colours will help you will give you a system, won't it, as to what you kind of denote as important, not as important, or a different subject or whatever. Right, this thing is kicked back in now, so let's open this and we'll have a look at that front cover again and compare. Here we go. So that's what you would normally get. This kind of, there we are. And then we can do this one pink. Whoops. And then this one we can do blue. It just adds something nice, doesn't it? It enables you to order your highlights in a way that is important for you and how you like to do it, other than just this kind of greyness that we've got here. Now this is defaulted back to putting it on warm, so I want to take that off a little bit. There we go. Okay, and I want to look at these closely because somebody said that you can definitely tell the resolution isn't there when it's on colour. and I'm looking at them both here. The screen size on the Kindle Colorsoft is a little bit bigger as well, which I hadn't thought about actually. Okay, looking at this, yep, okay, I think the resolution is better on this one, but not so much that it even bothers me, and I'd have to look quite closely to notice that. But it is a little bit sharper on the Kindle Paperwhite. What do you think? I don't know what the quality is going to be for you on watching this on YouTube, but is that much of an issue? The more I look at it, the more I see, yes, this does look clearer, but this isn't an issue. It's not going to bother me at all. Now, to go into settings, you can tap this here, and I want to just try something. I just want to compare the different things. Now, is that the highest brightness? No, it isn't. There we go. This one is definitely, they're both at the same thing now. I'm just going to check. Yeah, they're both at the same warmth off, full of brightness. This feels brighter. Again, let me know what you think. This feels brighter. Show colours on lock screen. I always have that on. So if you want to know where your covers are on lock screen, that's where it is. It's in screen and brightness now, not device options. Yeah, that's whiter. Oh, that's brighter. I can't quite decide. Okay, vivid. Oh, we can get vivid colour style. So if I now then go back to the book cover, does that feel more colourful? Let's turn that off again. Let's move that over there a second. Also, right, okay, so it's an auto. So if you swipe down, you also get some settings. It's in this default set of settings here. So vivid, standard. What do you reckon? Go back to vivid. Maybe a little bit. And page color, what does that do? So is that kind of like night? All right, it's like night version, like your night setting that you would have on here. So if I go down and put dark mode on, isn't that a little bit like dark mode? That feels brighter than, okay, all right. So yeah, there's no dark mode. It's page color now. They've put all 4 icons at the top, got rid of dark mode, changed to page color. That is brighter. I read a lot at night. My wife's in bed with me. I don't want things glaring up to keep her awake, but there you go. I mean, but if you turn both kind of brightness on, as it were, despite it being on, there we go. Let's have a look at this. Okay, that's darker on this dark mode. Interesting. All right. I'll tell you what I can see as well. I don't know if you can see. I can see the light at the top there, as if there's more of a gap, and maybe there is because you have to add like a color gap onto this. So maybe, yeah. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. I'm trying to look down the bottom there. Okay, but there's definitely a line of light I can see as opposed to this one. So I would imagine if that's in dark mode, then there's not going to be, go to library, a dark mode for the whole setting. So for the whole device. So is there a dark mode here? Anywhere else is there a dark mode? Is it literally just that device options? Wouldn't imagine I'd have to go into there. No, okay. So unless I'm missing something, it seems there's no longer a dark mode, but there is a dark or light reading mode. All right, I love it's in color. It does make a difference. It's nice to have. It's not necessarily necessary, but it is nice to have. Once I've sorted out that comics thing, I think that'll be a lot more useful. The dark mode thing is a bit weird. There's no dark mode by this, but seemingly. There's something else I wanted to check as well, because apparently on here I could turn it to. I can turn the colour off. Standard for everyday reading. So does that mean, okay, if it's vivid, does the resolution reduce even more? Not that I can tell. I best put this on page colour. Vivid, standard. I can't tell if the resolution is different, because I think when I did the video a few weeks ago where I talked about these things, that they were coming, said that it was 150 pixels per inch resolution when it was in colour, 300 when it was in black and white. So I thought there might be a way you can change it to black and white, but it doesn't seem that you can. Maybe it auto adjusts depending on where it's displaying. That would make sense. Okay, anything else I need to talk about in terms of any of the questions you've got? Maybe I can answer them in a short or another video about the colours and things on here. Maybe you can answer my query about the Comixology thing. Why can't I see my comics on here? Because I thought I would. I thought that'd have been like a basic thing. I thought they would have appeared. I do have to sign up to Unlimited for them to come on here. So I can only access those comics via my iPad here. So if I show you comics and manga, there you go. Look, that's that Prime one there. You've got Stargate here, which I love as sci-fi. Tell me what kind of stuff you love to watch and read. You may not be a sci-fi buff. You may love something else. Anyway, there we are. So all these comics are there in my account, but seemingly can't access them on here. So like it, I like having that colour aspect to it. I like having that option. I like knowing that it is there, and if one way I can get comics and things on here, then that's a great way of reading them. So yeah, I appreciate that. I don't really see the difference in resolution with my eyes. I'm wearing glasses after all. Maybe there's an issue there. Could be an issue for you, who knows. You'll have to let me know. But I don't think that's entirely bad at all, and I do love. I love having the colour. It just gives it an extra layer. It's kind of like going from standard definition to high definition in a way. It just gives you another kind of way to relate to your books and your content and things you've got. In fact, it makes the content probably feel a little bit more like you have it in your hands, because with it being black and white, you know that you got to pick up the paper book from your shelf. It'll be there in glorious colour. And this is nice that it has that now. It makes it just feel a little bit more like a real book in a way. I hope you can understand that. I think possibly this video has gone on long enough, so I'm going to leave doing the kind of a more of a deep dive for another video where I'll go into all the settings and things like that, and maybe there'll be some settings in there that I haven't seen to do with the colour that I will come across. I think that's probably enough for now, just to kind of get this video out there to show you what the colour Kindle is like, comparing it to the older Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. So there we are. Excited that I've got it, excited that I own it. I'm thrilled that Amazon have decided to go colour at last. And let me know what you think. Are you going to be buying one of these things? If you are, please use my Amazon affiliate link, which will be in the description box below, and purchase from there, and you'll help the channel out a bit as well. Okay, so I'm going to release a deeper dive review into this in the next couple of days. I'll do another video where I go into all the settings and things, just like I did with this about a year or so ago. So watch out for that, and subscribe so you don't miss that one. And yeah, if you appreciate this video, this kind of first look, having a little bit of a chinwag about it with you, then please do press the like button as well, and share the video with others who think this might be of interest to them. All right, okay, loved going through this with you. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, happy reading.